Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out on my S22 for another ride, and I thought I'd bring you guys along. This is nothing special. I'm just gonna do a bit of waffling, do a bit of riding. It is getting nice and cool at the moment, and it is getting slightly darker, so I want to try and get as much riding in as possible before it becomes winter again. Well, winter doesn't really stop me. I sort of ride straight through winter where I can, you know. With the bearing replacement, I'm going to try and keep it as dry as possible. I don't really want to have to send the wheel off again to get repaired. But so far the weather's been good. I've been using it for a few days now to go to work and back, and it's been solid. So that's a 20-mile round trip, and that's been fine. It usually starts making this noise about 7 to 8 miles. It starts making that noise. But yeah, the guys at Personal Electric Transport sorted the problem out, and hopefully it's now sorted. The weather's got now 1,100 and something miles on. Yes, it's not a lot, but it is a good run for me on one wheel. Usually I say to myself that if I get to 1,000 miles I'll buy another wheel, just to keep it a little bit fresh. But I'm really enjoying this wheel. It's just a really nice wheel. I'm very keen to test ride a pattern, just because I like the aggressive look of it. Just the whole black, it's just a nice looking wheel. And you know, I don't do massive jumps, so I think that pattern will be a good fit, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, it's just a quick little update ride video. I'm going to go next to the canal and see if it's dry enough to pursue it down the canal and enjoy a early morning ride, because it's going to become much darker and colder and probably more rainy here in the UK. So the riding time is going to become less. But yeah, let me stop the start of the waffle and let's get going. So yeah, guys, you know, it's getting closer to winter, and it's getting much cooler. So I'm getting my kit all ready and getting my kit all out. I must say, this summer hasn't been that great, so I haven't actually really gotten my full winter riding gear into the cupboard. It's always been like, if I go out for early morning rides or any rides for that matter, it's never that warm that it's shorts and t-shirt. I think I went out, whoa, I think I went out, what's it, 3 times in shorts. That's it. So it's a little bit of a what do you call it? A crappy summer, where it wasn't warm enough to actually ride long periods of time. Jeez, it's already busy this morning. Riding long periods of time in shorts. So all the other guys here, I've been checking them out, have been having a really great time in warm climates. But hey man, we have to deal with what we are dealt. So we live here, we need to get used to it. This is why it's so important for us to have wheels that are waterproof or water resistant or waterproof, but also to an extent moisture resistant. Because I must say, when as I was saying, you know, that's why it's so important to have a wheel that is weatherproofed, if you want to call it a overall word. Just because it's not just being waterproof, where it can take rain when it falls on it, or if you're stuck in the rain, but also weather resistant. You know, it is like I did not ride this wheel in much rain at all. Well, I think it is probably once, and then the 10 mile back to from the office to home where it basically chucked it down for 10 miles and then the bearing is busted. But it looks like from the feedback that the bearing was busted sort of before that. That was just sort of the last bit that broke the camel's back. But yeah, it's not weather resistant, and you know, yes, you can say stainless steel screws all around, and better metals and better anti-corrosion stuff and whatever, but then the wheels are going to become quite expensive. But it also becomes like the quality. If they tune up the quality, the build quality and the stuff that they use, as most of the guys, the reviewers have been saying, the better quality stuff they sort of add to the wheel, the better it becomes, and the longer it lasts. You know, a lot of people ride a lot of miles on these things, and they are pretty rock solid. But if they go wrong, it is usually a bit of a pain to get it sorted out, because yeah, or we don't stay close to a repair center, or we don't have a repair center, or we've ordered it online or something in that line. So it's always a bit of a I can't just go to a bike store and buy a tube or a tire. You can buy it online, but you know, if this is becoming your sole bit of transport, that I think is absolutely awesome, best thing ever to travel on, it is quite tough to make sure that it runs all the time. So yes, the weatherproofing, the all-round weatherproofing for me is like super important. Just because I sort of start to rely on these things, and it needs to work, man. You know, a lot of people still use it as a hobby or a sport, but it's growing phenomenally, and it is just absolutely amazing to see so many people take up like riding electric skateboards, EUCs, one wheels, and so forth. Oh, I think I went through some dog doodah. Been slapped in the face a few times. We've got these like almost like a bramble that hangs over the canal path, and you can't see it. It's like a thin little things, but it's got thorns on. Man, it slaps you in the face. Lucky I've got my Ali G glasses on, so I am protected. And this is sort of pretty much the thing that was a good investment. Yes, I do look like Ali G now, but man, it makes such a big difference to keep my eyes protected. Woo! The leaves are falling off, so now I need to watch out for any holes and roots that might trip me up. Just having a discussion. Just crossed this road. Was having a discussion with one of the guys at the office the other day about safety, and how you sort of gauge safety and riding and anything really, any sport. You know, it's sometimes you know, specifically when you start getting older, you need to be more aware of just in general keeping yourself safe. And you know, he was talking about the Apple Watch has got crash detection. So if you're out riding on a mountain bike or a EUC motorbike, anything really, car, whatever, to really use these tools so that they can benefit you. So you know, if you are in trouble or you get into trouble, or someone else causes trouble, that you are you've got some form of communication, so you can get people to help you quickly and efficiently. So I'm actually looking at a few of these options. As you guys know, I'm I'm an Android user, but I might go back to Apple again, just because they sorted out the USB port, or the USB is now USB-C. So I might just move back to them, and then also get myself a second-hand Apple Watch that's got the crash detection and stuff in. Because hey man, it's stuff that you can do to help if people is needing to know where you are, so, and if you are safe. So yeah, to be able to use the Find My phone and so forth, my wife actually uses that a lot. So me and my daughter goes on a motorbike ride, and then she can see how far we are away from the house, and also if we are on our way back and so forth. So usually what she uses this for is because my daughter gets like super hungry, and then she needs to check in to sort of start the food and make sure that the food is ready on the table when she gets home. But yeah, it's all these little things that you think about that you can sort of add to your arsenal of keeping yourself safe. You know, with the Apple iPhone, where you've got this satellite help, and I wonder how this would work. You know, where Marty rides. You know, these things is it's sometimes quite important. It's not so much that people know where you are, but also people can actually get to you and pinpoint you. This is the thing that is, I think it is important, and we need to start thinking about it. Well, at least I need to start thinking about it. But yeah, enough of the safety and then the weatherproofing. What else I want to discuss? The other thing that I want to discuss is all these new wheels and stuff. You know, it's all flowing very quickly, and it looks like all the smaller wheels are now flooding the market. Not flooding the market, but it's picking up speed. The Commander Mini and this and that, the other. And I must say, this is a fairly chunky wheel, but having a smaller wheel, it's going to sit a bit. You know, I can. Having a slightly smaller wheel is sometimes a big benefit. Not just for the size of it, but also for just the practicality, moving stuff about, getting it in and out. Yesterday, a guy said to me, "Do you want to lift to closer to your house?" I said, "No, man. Firstly, I love riding my wheel, and secondly, I don't want to lift this thing in the back of his car, and then lift it out again." So it's for me sometimes something lighter is better. So yeah, guys, what wheels are you interested in at the moment? I know most people now will sort of hang back a bit for sort of the batch 2 and batch 3 wheels, and not just jump on the first sort of the first batch that come out. Well, maybe it's just me. You know, I was always very keen to just jump on the first ones that come out. It's probably because here in the UK it takes so long for us to get the stuff, and yes, I do understand the market is much smaller, so we have to wait much longer. But I've not even heard about the S19 or when that is going to be really freely available. And then you know, I would really like to ride that wheel, but it's even a tough job to get a pattern here, just because you have to pre-order most of these things, and that's perfectly fine, because I do understand companies don't want to sort of invest in massive shipping containers full of patterns, and then the pattern get to the shores, and then, as you've all been seeing, the next wheel is out. and then the people go like, well, we don't really want the pattern, we'll just go and wait for the next wheel. So the companies are sitting with these wheels and they have to discount them, and they can't make their money back. It's quite frustrating really for the companies, I must say, and quite sad. But yeah, so having a range of wheels, or companies that launch awesome wheels, that's pretty much key for us here in the UK. So if they launch an awesome wheel, like for instance the Pattern, or like the S22, you know, a lot of guys love the S22s. The S18, still a freaking awesome wheel, that. But yeah, the first gens are usually not as well rounded, as I say, and then there might be some problems. And I don't always understand how it gets to all these review guys, and they hype it up massively, and then it gets to the users, and then there's these blaring issues. Like for instance the S22 standard suspension, where the rubber sliders were it's just crap. It's just crap. It's like, what did no one pick this up? It's for me bizarre. All these all these guys like saying this is like the best suspension wheel, and then we get it, and then it is this massive blaring issue. Bizarre. But yeah, I find it as well. I was so yeah, that's finished talking about that. You know, it's you know, for us in the UK, we have to wait longer, and but hopefully when we get it, most of the stuff is sorted out. And I sort of also started looking now at buying sort of batch 2, batch 3 wheels. As much as I would like to have the one of the later wheels that I'm interested in, it doesn't always make sense. So I was helping my my friend to think about a action camera. Now I've got a DJI Osmo Action, the generation 1, and I've been really happy with this camera. It works well. There's no locking up and all these things that the GoPro's got. Whoa, that's some angle mud slide. So look at this. Look at this beautiful swan there at the back. I don't know if you can see. Look at that canal. The swan on there it's no wind at all. Absolutely beautiful. Riding this little canal path. This is the section where I came off on Ian's Monster Pro and really hurt my leg, the inside of my leg. Yes, man, this thing just caught the side of the little grass verge, and it twisted and it hit my inside of my calf. Yes, man, my leg was sore for like months. It's such a heavy wheel and it just falls on your leg. It's just, oh, it was a pain in the bum. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, you know, helping him decide on an action camera. And this is sort of the thing as well, you know, if you buy the latest action cameras, perfect. You know, you're gonna get the best that there is at the moment. If you go GoPro, if you go DJI, they are both really good for the average videographer, if you want to call that, or for the person that want to buy it and sort of use it for action cameraing. So that's not a word, but this is sort of the thing, you know. A lot of guys jump on YouTube, they watch the videos and they see, oh, the stuff overheats or this and that and the other, and then they don't buy it. But you know, for the 5 minutes of recording, they're going to use it. In like the three years of ownership, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. You're never going to reach those limits. You know, you're not going to start the recording and record for 4 hours straight in a room where it's 30 degrees. Now, well, not in the UK at least, but yeah. So a lot of things like sort of is a little bit warped, and that's why you always need to take most of the stuff that you see and read on the internet with a pinch of salt. So yeah, I was saying to him, you know, look at a second-hand GoPro, or look at a second-hand DJI Osmo, and this and that, the other. And then you know, I was doing a bit of reading, actually not video reviewing, but reading about the GoPro versus the DJI Osmo, the DJI Action 4 is the latest one, and then the DJI or the GoPro 11 as well. And you know, nowhere in any of the writing or whatever, they complain about the locking up of the GoPros. Yeah, GoPro is still the best action camera. Now for me, listen guys, you know, if I have to ride and record, sorry, there was a fly in my mouth. If I have to ride and then start a film or whatever, and then it locks up, and I don't know about it. The same as when I'm out on the motorbike. It's super annoying when you when you ride and you've really found this really nice road where you can record and whatever, and it's just a nice curvy road, and then you get home and there was like 5 minutes of recording because the camera is locked up. I'm just gonna have a quick break here. No, because the camera locked up. So what is the use of that? You know, this is that device, the action camera, is specifically built to record video. That's all it needs to do, nothing else. It just needs to record video, and it needs to record video when you switch it on and when you switch it off. All these other little fancy stuff, that should be an addition to what its core features is. I was looking at Dove's video. I can't remember. It's not one of the latest ones, where the camera locked up about 4 times, and you know, it's very easy for the manufacturers to say, yes, just go and buy another SD card. Like, come on, man, this is bad. Specifically, if you're a brand that is supposed to be the best action camera that you can get out there. And this is what I'm saying, you know, this Osmo Action Gen 1, I bought the second hand, and the guy was selling it with all the bells and whistles, cages and all that lovely stuff. And I bought it for really, really cheap. And this thing has not been giving me any trouble at all. It's just been rock solid. I've got a Synco wireless mic into this thing. I use it on the bike, I use it for cycling, I use it for this, use it in the rain. It just freaking works. It just absolutely works, and it's just so nice. And this is the thing that I found with the GoPro and then the DJI as well. Listen, the GoPros were by far the best right in the beginning because their profile was way smaller. Now with the GoPro's profile as well being quite a bit larger than a DJI, you know, everything that you put in front of your face, it just makes it bigger, bulkier, heavier, and all those things that should be actually smaller and more efficient, working better. Sort of also looking at the Insta 360s Go. That's also a really nice little camera. I haven't had a play with that. I love my Gen 1 Insta 360. It just works extremely well. The screen is a little bit small, can't see anything, but that's my eyes. But otherwise, brilliant, man. Editing is a little bit of a faff because you have to import, edit, export, import, and then do your final edits. So it's a little bit of a pain. No one ever speaks about the editing process. There's always this let's capture 4K 60 content, bam, and then you upload it to your 5-year-old laptop, and the thing basically starts smoking by the vents because it can't handle the 4K content. So these are also the things that no one tells you about. But yeah, guys, so yeah, he's going to buy the DJI, and I think the DJI is a really good camera for what he wants to use. He wants to use it for low light, but not super low light. So, you know, both is good. But I said to him, you can't go wrong. But with all the reviews, his heart is set on the DJI Action 4. And that's such a nice camera. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep on going. It's as you guys can see, look at that path. It's absolutely beautiful morning here. The sun is just starting to peek through the misty clouds. But yeah, it's absolutely lovely. So I'm gonna keep on going, do my round trip, and yeah. Don't hope this is gonna be a massive long video, but if it is, hey. I like doing these recordings because I can actually look back onto these videos and see what was the complaints and the waffle in this time when I was riding, and what wheel I'm riding, where I'm riding, and so forth. So it's not just to share my thoughts, but it's also to document my riding and my thoughts and whatever, and I really enjoy it. It's one of the things that I really enjoy about making videos. It's I can actually create a point in time where I know exactly what I've done, and that's absolutely awesome. It's going to stop here because I think I'm going to turn around. Whoa. So again, guys, thank you very much for watching, if you are still here. If you did like this type of video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That will be much appreciated to let the channel grow, and share it to more people that is interested in this type of videos. I would love to bring you guys new ride videos on new wheels and stuff. I've been reaching out to so many dealerships to see if they can organize me review wheels or whatever. No one is really interested. That's perfectly fine. I do understand that as well. You know, I'm even keen to pay for the postage and all that lovely stuff. And if there's anything wrong as well, I'll cover the cost to get it fixed as well. Don't have a problem with that. But just to bring you guys some what do you call it, variation than riding the S22. But yeah, guys, again, great thanks, awesome. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next ride. Have a great time, and I hope you get time to ride your wheels. Cheers, guys.